pick a rose from your garden and plant it in my heart, so I can abide in this fragrance of yours, even when we are apart. So may I pick a rose from your garden and plant it in my heart, so that a full garden can grow here, and we will never be apart.
Listen, you're more than just bone and skin. Listen, listen to the song of the wind, the graciousness, the spaciousness coming from within. A concrete brick, a stone, the song they sing is heaven is my home. Heaven, 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 heaven is my home. You feel to fall is not why you feel to fly. You're scared to death to spread your wings and touch the sky. Truth hurts truly, but only lie. The greatest lie of all times. There is a limit to the air. Listen, you're more than just bone and skin. Listen, listen to the song of the wind, the graciousness, the spaciousness coming from within. I alone am, yet I am not alone. Heaven, heaven is my home. 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 Heaven is my home.
Vill du veta Vad ska jag svara? Du behöver bara vara. Bara vara här. Bara vara här. Bara vara här. Bara vara här. Ingen oro, ingen fara. Här finns inget att försvara. Här är bortom samsara. Här är Gud alla Ishvara. Kristallklara, uppenbara. Kristallklara, uppenbara. Kristallklara, uppenbara. Kristallklara, uppenbara. Bara vara här. Bara vara här. Bara vara här. Bara vara här. Vart kan du gå? Vart kan du fara? Hur kan du glömma eller spara? Här är det självklara. En sanning.
Namaste everyone. Very warm welcome to Satsang today. Sadguru Shri Moji Ji ki Jai. Thank you all very much for joining in. If it's your first time in the Hangout, the way to ask questions is to unmute your mic and speak when you feel it is appropriate to speak. You can speak. Also on YouTube chat, you can post your questions in the chat and we will try to look at them. We haven't been so good at looking at all the questions. Actually, every day when I start, I feel, what's left to say? If you go now back to Satsang recordings, there must be at least 200 or so. Satsang. If you count the Ustream ones, it might even be more. Every day I feel, today it will be very short. It's mostly silent. And yet something comes to be shared, and I find that the expression which is flowing from here seems to be coming more and more towards simplicity. So not everybody agrees with me on that. Because you could be sitting there wondering why so difficult and abstract, and I'm saying it's coming more and more towards simplicity. Because I'm truly starting to feel, take the discovery of God for example. I said that When you stop being now, when you stop being now, is a good way to point to this presence which is already here. It's even simpler, might be just to say what is here now, what is here already, in this moment and right now. It must be God. There is no other God. So if the mind has some concept about what God must look like, then we can be a forever seeker. Right now. Who is here right now? And you could say, but I am here and I don't find God. I am looking and I don't find God. This I am itself is God. Even to say I don't find, already God is included in that sentence. God is saying that God doesn't find God. So the I which is here, the I am which is here, is already God. Now what should we look for? What do we need to hear after this? The one that is listening is God. The one that is speaking is God. There is nobody else. And as God, you are free to pretend whatever you want. You can pretend to be the cat person, pretend to be whatever you like. You see, we say that it is these thoughts get energized by our belief. But to get energized doesn't mean that they get energized to the extent that they become real. They get energized only to the extent that they become a pretense. Then all our seriousness about this whole spiritual thing can be dropped. Usually I like to say when someone says, I want money and have these materialistic things, and my family is putting pressure on me to work and make something out of my life. Usually, you know what I tell them. I say, compare a photo of the richest men in the world, richest men and women in the world, and compare it with those who come to Satsang. Yeah? And you will find that true joy is for those who come to Satsang. And I've used this example so often, and it occurred to me that not always. Because many times we are coming to Satsang, we are completely all crying, and we have the glum face on. And so if somebody was to see a group photo like that, you say, I'll go for the money. At least I can buy myself something nice. Because the seeker identity can be as much trouble, if not more. at least in the materialistic realm, you can show off some phenomenal achievements. Here, what happens? Nothing phenomenal you will get. And what are we looking for? That which has always been here. To how many of us does this still sound like a concept? When I say that God is that which is already here, being is that which is already here, your presence is that which is already here, when this is heard, do you taste it like this in your living experience? Or does it still sound conceptual or abstract to some of us? You see? Because you must expose that. Otherwise, you will say tomorrow that, yes, yes, I know intellectually what you say, I know intellectually what you say, but I have not experienced this. What I am saying is that the experiencer itself is God. The minute you say I, you're already saying God. You're clear that there is I. You cannot deny that I am. Welcome, my dears. See you. I started early today. This, you cannot deny that I am, isn't it? So this is what we are pointing to. And you can say that, yes, it's still intellectual for me, which means what? That I have a set of concepts about this. The one that has these set of concepts is God. There is no individual you. It is only an idea, another concept.
Well, it
Yes.
seems like certain body minds, it's like almost like palpable and like crystals here. Wherein in certain body minds, there's still some mixture, because of which you can easily, yes, you can see there's an I before the thoughts.
Yeah.
Then you drop everything, there's an I.
Yeah.
There's a sense of alignment.
Yes.
I don't know if it becomes stronger as we go on with satsang, or becomes more clear, using very palpable.
Yeah.
Maybe that is why some body minds come to a stage where they say it's just it's this what I'm saying. Some body minds speak like that. Whereas body minds like this
Yeah.
slowly coming to that stage.
Good point. Like yesterday also we were saying that it is not like I cannot understand the frustration. You see? Because it is what we are saying is, oh, I'm addicted to this drug or this smoke, and I'm saying, just don't. You see? But then the frustration is that I'm addicted to it. You see? I need it. It feels like I can't do without it. I just drop it. So I know this can be frustrating at times when it's so direct.
Doubt in that it's not.
Palpable.
Yeah, I can't sense it. Like I'm, it feels like I'm still answering because the experience is in front of me, and yes, there's something experiencing it.
Yes, but you know that there is an I.
An experience, something experiencing it.
You know there's an I which experiences all of this which is being experienced. You cannot define it. You see? But you're sure that there is an I which experiences all of this. So who is this I? Hmm?
Awareness.
Awareness. Who's aware of this? It's okay, you can contemplate. You see, we say that it is not palpable for me, and yet we are completely certain that there is a sense that I am, I exist. How can I deny my own existence? This certainty itself is the palpability of the self, but it doesn't match any idea that we can have about it. You see? So when we get used to this understanding that this clarity itself is the palpability of the truth. Now the thing is that it is not palpable for you. It is only that because it has always been there, it seemed like no big deal. You see? You have always known that you exist. In that moment you cannot deny. So this knowing comes from what? The body has changed, every cell has changed in the body. So we can say that this is the owner of this ever-changing body. Thoughts are constantly changing, all phenomena, emotions are constantly changing. Yet there is an I which owns all of this. You say, this is my life. This one is who. You've always known it. We've always known it. But we want it to be something. Like you said, for some like you, it is like this. For some like me, it's still. You see, this is just an idea. And the more we believe this idea, the more it will become a journey and getting closer. But you already know that you exist. That is it. I am getting somewhere, so the I already is it. The rest is not needed. The I already is it. The rest is not needed no matter what it is. Whatever you suffix after this I is actually not needed.
It feels,
Ah,
it feels like there's a very thin line. When you say, when we say, satsang is required and something has to become clear. So it's a very thin line when you could make this into another belief. And
so all that is happening is that the pretenses are being dropped. And every time I say that you are already it, I like to feel that one pretense is going. You see? Like Maharaj used to say that these chops of the axe or the hammer are needed to break down this wall of pretense or this tree of identity. You see, it's much more actually to say that you are that, I am that, is closer to reality than to say that you are getting there. Because there is nowhere to get to. Only these pretenses are being dropped.
so it's the I which is like always here in the waking state,
Yes.
about which you cannot say anything. You, like you said, you just add the suffix, you add
Yes.
something.
Yes.
Just this feeling of
So what is the waking state? The I becomes the I am is the waking state. And if it's confusing, forget about it. Because you were at a good place to start with. the just the non-phenomenal I, then the waking state becomes the I am. The I am emerges from this non-phenomenal I, which we call the waking state. Now, whatever you put after that is really not needed. And it is not true, actually. You might as well say, I am pretending, and then put whatever. You might as well put that. You might as well say, I am pretending to be a man. I am pretending to be a son. I am pretending to be at work. I am pretending to be whatever. I am playing this role. This role is getting played through me, is more accurate, but we can say, I am playing. Krishna has been appearing. So we can say, I am playing. This would be fun. After every time we say I something, we say I am playing. Then we say I am playing, that I still have to get something. I am playing, that I am struggling with this freedom. I am playing, that body is in pain. You see, I am playing, whatever. It is all your play. So what do we want to play as? I am playing as Ananta, sitting here and sharing. You're playing as seekers, saying yes, yes. All a play, you see, all this is our own play as one.
Can I say something?
Mm-hmm.
It's like I feel like that everyone actually knows this,
Yeah.
like, and they know they're being, but it's just like that the mind comes and says in lots of different ways that it's not enough. Somehow. So then it's just like what you say, when you don't believe thoughts, then it's just like accepting that this is enough. And it's a very funny thing because that has to be enough because there's nothing else. Like
Nothing else is going to happen at all.
So it's just like accepting it's enough, and the mind will never say it's enough.
Yeah.
So it's just like stop listening to.
Yes, so when we are not believing a thought, that which is here is it. It is all that is constant. It is all that you are. In fact, if it is accompanied by spiritual experiences, it can become more confusing because the experience itself is like, oh, that was it. But it was never the content of any experience, no matter how sublime the experience might be.
Here, the way mind keeps the seeking going is it shows the remnants of the personality.
As evidence that
a lot of it is still there, thinking automatically starts and talk and think like a couple again. So that is what mind points to as a proof that some of it has told you.
But as soon as we see that these are the ways in which I play as couple, this is the way in which I play as couple, then it's okay. Now we're coming so beautifully expressing, I should say this myself, but, but you see, because this whole, we've known this, and many times in our scriptures it is said that this entire Leela is God's play. Now you know how you are playing. Because we said, I am playing as couple, I am playing as person. This is the entirety of the Leela is what you experience. Sometimes the beauty of what emerges from this voice is too much for even this Ananta which is here, you see. Because I've never felt to express it like this. We've said all along that this entire Leela is just your play. Now we see how it is. I am playing as Ananta. I am playing as Kapil. I am playing as Amba. Just this play. See? And everything seems so nice when we just look at it like this. This one is playing this way. This one is playing this way. It's so beautiful, isn't it? And every experience becomes a new unfolding. What a divine play. A beautiful divine play. And just when we're saying what a beautiful divine play, then more of the play happens.
Father,
Yes, my dear, you can come.
uh, I was watching a video on YouTube, and I saw Rupert Spira,
Yes, yes.
and he was talking about the self, and he was saying that it is who you are actually right now,
Yes,
and how can you, if I tell you, walk toward yourself,
yes,
and then how can you walk toward yourself?
yes.
Uh, so I don't understand this self inquiry. I try to uh, do it, but it is all mental, and I end up thinking and all this.
So you say, so I'll give you an example of what is self-inquiry. You say, I don't understand self-inquiry. You see, so very quickly you can say I is here, which doesn't understand the self-inquiry. The self-inquiry is only to look at this I. Who is this I?
When I say I don't understand, it is a thought. I don't understand, but uh, I don't know what's the I. It's not an entity. Uh,
Are you here or no? You can keep it unmuted. I was just saying, are you here or no? Are you present?
yes.
And how do we know this? I know to the mind these questions will seem very strange, but we have to work through some of that. We are completely clear that, of course, I am here. How do we know this? Which I is this?
I can. Perception is here. Uh, I can feel my breathing.
Yes, but this I that can see the breathing, the I that can see that perception is also here. That which can witness even this phenomenal witnessing that which can witness even this perception, that is you, isn't it?
Yes, I am here, but I cannot define it. Like,
Yes, don't need to define it. Don't need to define it. Leave that to me. It's okay. You can every day struggle with trying to define it. Leave that struggle to me. It's fine. Yeah. You say, yes, I am here. I am here. Mhm. This much is good. You're certain you are here, isn't it? Yes. So can you not be?
no.
Cannot be. This, which cannot be turned off, is your own presence.
Father, when you ask, are you aware now? Uh, then I look towards any perception that is going on. Then how is it to be answered? That that this question.
Okay, we'll come to that one. We'll come to that one in a while. First, let's stay with this. So, I said, can you not be right now? So, what's your answer?
No,
Huh?
no.
This is what you are looking for. It's already here. You cannot go.
Something is not satisfying.
Don't hand it over to that something. I'm not saying anything fancy. All I've said is that you cannot not be right now. And this being, which cannot be stopped, is what we are looking for. I didn't say it means anything. I didn't say you're free or you're bound. Nothing. Can we at least validate this? That I cannot stop being right now.
There is a quick response. There's a quick response to this answer. Like you ask, can you stop being? I don't know what's being or not, but
You know, in the Course in Miracles, it is said that the mind always speaks first. The ego always speaks first because it just so scared of the attack. Leave this one aside. It will never know what this being is. But you are saying that I cannot stop being. You know this. Even without using a thought, you know this. There is nobody who doesn't know this. The pure knowing, the pure seeing. Nobody can know this with the mind. See, so nobody can know this with the mind. It can never be mental knowledge. And yet there is nobody who doesn't fully know this. That I am being right now. Only problem you will have is that the mind is not convinced. And this one never will be. And it will lose its power.
But it should feel good.
That is the mind who says it should feel good. Who defined that? And anyway, when I'm looking at you, it looks like you're feeling quite good actually. The mind will say, what's the point of all this? At least you must feel good. That is just the marketing.
It's like I try to be relaxed all the time, and I don't do inquiry too much. Like when I'm in satsang also, I try to be relaxed and uh, let uh, let the voice of yours let it through. So, but when some thoughts it's like some thoughts come, and when I'm talking to somebody, uh, it's like I have this belief that these thoughts become real. Uh, like when I'm thinking that I'm too much worried about my self-image. It's like uh, it's like some images going on in my head, like how am I speaking, like it may how it may look to somebody else, and and it happens, and he may point out like you are talking to me like this. What's going on in my head was, you understand?
What is
So
that is going on in my head? Some images are coming, the self-image fear is there. All of this, you are aware of, isn't it? We're just finding out very simply who is this I that is aware of all of this.
the one who witness uh, is not the thought actually.
Yeah.
To whom it appears, it's like who sees the images,
Yeah.
but it gets scared.
It gets scared or it sees that fear also appears.
Yeah, it sees.
That which sees the fear, is that also fearful?
Now it's like a memory. At that time, it wasn't like this.
So when this happens next time, you check whether that which witnesses, that is aware of this presence of this energy called fear, whether that is also fearful or is just seen as another energy. So if it's not here right now, forget about it. Let's stay with what is here now.
I don't know what to say.
Yes, yes, this is good. Because what happens is that we've always just been this, but our mind has been telling us all kinds of stories. So now when we're saying don't believe your mind, for a while it seemed like, what do I say? What is there left? What can I report? See, so this looking is important. I don't care what you say actually. Just that you looked. This is what is important.
There is some aversion to some particular thoughts, like uh, I'm too much like concerned about my self-image. Uh, like it doesn't self-image is uh,
So this is what I'm saying, right? So we're saying that with conviction, I am so concerned about my self-image. I am this way, I am that way, but we don't know who the I is. First, let's define the I. Let's be clear about the I itself. Then let's see whether you say I am concerned about this or the other.
these thoughts speak as I,
Yes,
but they don't know I.
exactly. This is a code. This is a code we can use. These thoughts speak as I, but they don't know I. Yes.
But I don't think, na consciously. I don't think.
You
But
don't.
I don't think consciously that I am thinking this. These thought automatically comes as speaking as I, and
Exactly.
it is an afterthought
After
that,
belief.
yeah, it is. It is like after they are gone, then you think who was the I, who isn't the I. Then it's like, why should I worry about when it's gone?
No. So who are the thoughts appearing to you? You're already there, no? They're appearing to you or not? The video is frozen. I don't know whether we lost you. Looks like we lost him. We'll wait for you to come back, maybe. He says, she has a question. She says, I'm noticing feelings of an old anger pulsing through this body, and with it comes the images of all suffering this person has witnessed and continues to witness, which is the cruelty of the world. Please think of this as I'm feeling the unwillingness to accept the cruelty as the play of consciousness. It's not uncommon to feel this, isn't it? You feel that it is impossible that God would do such a thing. You see? But why does this come? Because there is this feeling that God is doing this to somebody else. That there is something other than God, that God is then doing this to them. Why is God doing this to me? Huh? Why is God doing this to all those suffering children? So this already presumes the separation has happened. But when you see that all of this is just playing out and it is God playing with himself, as himself, and also God who is not accepting or accepting the will of God. Even the accepting or not accepting the will of God is God himself. So when these feelings of anger can come, these feelings of frustration can come, and the mind says, everything I can accept is God's will, but this suffering, this I cannot accept. You see? And ultimately, even this thought gets thrown away because we cannot argue with what is appearing. What is just is. So all of it is pointing. Actually, it might seem like so much is happening on the outside, but what is the pointing? To find out who is here. Who is here? You see? And this one is a very big trump card of the mind. It says what? Oh, but this is just Advaita way to make an excuse for all those terrible people in the world. But once you see clearly that there is no person here, good, bad, terrible, nothing, there is no person here, then how can we believe that there is another person that is operating there? And then if you say, I see that only God moves here, then who is God doing anything to? Only to himself. And in this world of duality, the opposites, you see that every contrasting taste is available to the extreme. So there's great joy, there's great grief. If there's so much happiness, there's also so much sorrow. All of this is available in this play of God. And then you said, yes, thank you. The mind threw a stone in the bush. Yes, that's what it does. It has a few of these trump card thoughts. And what about the suffering of the world is one of the trump card thoughts. But none of these questions can survive the discovery of what you are. The discovery to see that here there is only God that is playing. And God is not questioning his will. Ultimately, it is only God itself playing as the mind or the person that is questioning it, but actually to see that only God is, then this trump card of the mind also dissolves. Gurmeet has a question. She says, Father, कल मुझे बहुत ही light feel हुआ. I felt very light yesterday. मैंने first time true happiness feel की. But the first time I experienced true happiness. Thank you, Father. Father, आप मेरे dreams में भी आते हो. I come in her dreams also. Then she says, love you. Very good. Keep inquiring into your true nature. All my blessings and love are with you, supporting the entire life, supporting you in this. No idea we can have about it is it. Ratha says, Father, whatever is happening or actually not happening here, I lay here, Father, truly don't know, feels unstable. That which is unstable you are aware that something is unstable. So this I that is aware of the instability, is that one also changing, coming or going? Affected by any of the energies which might be moving, clarity and fog, all this movement might be happening, confusion and great love coming in turns, one after the other. Who is that which is aware of all of this? Forget about stability also, because stability implies time. Something to be unstable means changing over time. So forget about stability. Right now, what is just is. Right now, what is just is. If you're not keeping track of how it was and how it will be, then no concept of stability also. Just what is. Come, my dear. You see how
May, may I speak?
Yes, my dear, of course.
Um, First of all, I want to say how grateful I am and how much I love you. I haven't been in Satsang for a little while. I've needed to be in my own quiet contemplations. A few days ago, I was faced with a very situation. Without going into too much detail, the body was in fear, but something inside was absolutely still. And I thought, okay, if this today on this in this moment, I was okay. I was accepting the moment just as it was, and something was just so still inside, and yet the body was in absolute panic. But I understand, I have experienced this before, but not to this extent. I really thought I was going to die. It wasn't a panic attack, it's something that happened. I understand when Muji says that you could be experiencing the two you could be in absolute stillness at the same time. And there was so much peace in this fear. It was crazy. It was, and to words, it's still here. This peace, it's still here. Doesn't matter what happens. This is always untouched. And this love that I feel in my heart is all that matters. It's the only thing that's real, that feeds me. And I listen to people speak, and I haven't even really wanted to commune very much, because it doesn't matter what I speak on, they're just words. It's just happening before me, and they're just words and emotions, but this stillness, it hasn't left me. Except that for me, this heart, this love, is always with me. It's never left me, even though I thought it did. It never did. It was just all going on in my head. So I'm just here. I probably everything I said, but I'm just here, and that's what's real. That's what I want to say. I have thoughts were coming up. I haven't been in Satsang, you know. Everybody care, and I can see that it's just inside. I keep thinking, I keep feeling, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All of it is real. And I've just been in Satsang 24/7. Just life. Life is my Satsang. And the joys, the happy moments, the sad moments, the scary moments. That's all I want to say. And of course, I love you with all my heart. To you, to Ramdas, to Muji, to my dog, to the ants, to everything. Everything. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. Very beautiful, very good. You said very beautifully that even strong sensation, strong bodily events are just witnessed in place of stillness. Speaking, when I was reminded of story Gigi once told, he said that they were in Brazil or some country like that, and they were, I don't know whether it was a pool or a lake, but what happened is that he went And as he went, as he do, what happened is very after 2 feet or 3 feet, his head just hit the floor of the. And he said in the moment while this was happening, also something which was untouched, even his, the body became in pain and all that happened, but something remained untouched. All of this, and it has always this way for all of us. It's just our attention, our interest has only been what is happening outside. So now that we are coming to discovery, this pure awareness which remains untouched in all these events, the more and more we will hear these words, that it could seem like for the world it could seem like oh such strong things happening, you see. But inwardly, you see that which I am remains untouched through all of this. Very good. Also, she said something very nice, and she uses words very beautifully, you know, in her videos and the quotes that she puts together. So she says words, and I remember that initially what happened is that I met and then he had given me his email ID. In those days, the crowd was what it did, so he had given me his email ID and I added him. So one day he was there on the chat, or something I said, and then I said, I don't have the words. And he must have felt very strange. I was the one who pinged. Says, hello, hello. Now I don't have anything to say. Then he told me something very beautiful. He says, yes, ultimately words are just words. But in this play, they also have meaning. Not exactly what he said, but he said they have their place. So very beautiful to hear these expressions, very beautiful to see your videos and the words that you put over there. I feel that many are coming to satsang because of this. Many are discovering, even momentarily, to discover this, like the light bulb that goes on when you hear a quote or you read a quote. It's very beautiful seva that you're doing for this world, which is very, very beautiful.
Thank you so much.
And I love you too very, very, very much. Very happy. In fact, just yesterday or this morning, I was wondering, where's Lucia? I haven't seen her for a few days. And then I was very happy I saw you in the hangout. So awareness just this I that remains through all states which are coming and going. The sense I am is what we call the waking state or the dream state. The I am playing as whatever is what we call the identified or the egoic state. That's all there is to really speak about. And we're free actually to play as long as we like. This play can continue.
It's like the I or I am is it's not concerned about the kind of body mind it is associated with.
Yes.
But different body minds will have different capabilities. It's like class. I am cannot be
Yeah.
respected the type of body mind.
Yeah. Only this. Anything that means I have a problem with or I'm resisting is only the mind. If I am itself had a problem with something, then why would it project it that way? This one gets to her. What joy does it get in creating all this suffering? I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know yet.
It's if I look at it that I'm not just this, I'm this also, and this also, and this also, then it makes sense. I am wants to be all different combinations. It doesn't have a preference. Preference comes from our conditioning. When we think I'm this, I want to be like that.
But don't try to convince the mind about all of this. These will just be natural insights that you will see. Because what happens is that if you make a conceptual framework out of it, then it gets poked. Everything which is conceptual can get poked. Then it gets poked and you feel, oh, am I losing my understanding? Was it really true? So let it just remain with whatever you're experiencing. Don't even take the effort to mentally understand what is being said. Because we start relying on this then instead of a moment to moment fresh living experience. So because then it becomes stale. Then it becomes stale. Nothing you need to remember about this. Nothing we need to remember about this. Just everything that will be required to come up to express will make itself available in that.
The one that came up yesterday that said, it went something like this. It said, you're really this consciousness or being as being, and you know, he says it's all powerful, like any something along those lines.
Yeah.
Then why can't you
Fix it.
yeah, or like choose, like consciously choose.
You are. Not the mind.
I
Either we can say that it is all God's will, or we can say it is all just exactly as it is. It means the same thing.
I don't have a sense that I chose it.
Yes, because this one did not choose it. This one is just the thought. It wants to be this all powerful. The whole game of the ego is to become God. Okay, so this I am, is it a person? So what is it then? You see that it is believing itself to be a person or believing these thoughts. So then now just this belief, it wants to have a choice. Or is it the I am itself that wants to have a choice? After the belief in the person, then there's this desire for some sort of a choice in terms of what is appearing in my place. And there's just I am prior to any belief. Then does it have any trouble with what is appearing, even the strongest pain?
sometimes like finds it hard to
Yeah,
accept.
that part is getting weaker every day. Something we can use for our contemplation later is what is the difference between I and am? It seems very silly, no, the question. But what is the difference? What do you see is the difference between I and am? Or just I, and when we say I am, what is the difference?
I didn't really contemplate this way, but like just kind of briefly came to say that like I said something like I am or like being is like always here. But like in some way it's not always here. But even when I'm not, I still am.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
So then
I still is.
I still is. Yeah.
I still is, irrespective of am or not.
Yeah.
This is my question. So, what is the difference between I and am? This amness can seem to come and go. Waking state and sleep state. This amness seems to come and go, but this I remains. Amba just spoiled your contemplation. You can blame her. And some more questions, so we can look at them. Claire says, Dear Ananta, let there be no wiggle space left to turn towards the mind about anything. Let there be no wiggle room, no wiggle space left to turn towards the mind about anything. And this is what I call the development of trust. You see, as we go along, we find I'm not as reliant on my mind as I used to be. Yet life goes on. And more, I'm not reliant, I'm not reliant. And as my master says, we hand over existence to existence itself, which is the way it has always been, which is this game, this pretense has been dropped. Baswan says, Beloved Father, why? He has an exclamation mark, then a question mark. So he says, Beloved Father, why is it so easy for me to be the body and mind than to be the self? Unfair gameplay. Unfair gameplay. Now that you are the moderator of this life, what are the cheat codes to end this now? To see that this is not true is the simplest one. Yeah? So you say, why is it so easy for me to be the body and the mind? How are you being the body and the mind? In the sentence itself, you say, it's easier for me to be the body and the mind, but the be came first. Now, let it not sound like just words. There is a you which is being something, XYZ. You see, so there's a you which is being. This you which is being itself is consciousness. Now, when you pick up an idea about body or mind, then you're pretending to play this game. Stay with me. I know it can sound to the mind like a lot of words, but we will repeat. You say that there is a me which is being, finds it easier to be the body and mind. But before it can be the body and mind, it must be just being, isn't it? Before it gets associated as the body and the mind, you are just being. Just being. So now actually you're working to identify. And how are you working to identify? By picking up the thoughts that the mind is selling. And when you pick up something, then I am playing whatever I picked up. I'm playing that role. And when you pick up something else, then you're playing that role. You pick up a thought about the body, then you say, I am the body. You see, usually, although it might seem like we are so body identified, we usually just identify with the body when it's in some sort of discomfort. Have you noticed this? No? Usually, I had a teacher who used to, when somebody comes and pulls your ears, then you suddenly identify as your ears. Otherwise, you're oblivious to the existence of your ear. So we are not as deeply identified with the body as we believe ourselves to be. And then what is this mind identification? Just the picking up of these thoughts. So we must ask ourselves, are we still interested in this game? Am I still interested in this game of phenomena and what's going to happen in my phenomenal existence? You see? So if it is half and half, then it will be unsteady, like sitting on two chairs at the same time. A part of me is interested in what happens to the adventures of this one, whatever my name is, and a part of me is now just wants the truth. You see? So we are trying to then sit on two chairs at the same time. Then will that be steady? It won't. You see? So there is no cheat code to life. How do we make this life wonderful for me? There is no such cheat code like that. But to discover that there is no me, it's just an idea, then life cannot bother you. Say, what are the cheat codes to end this now? Just to see that there is no me. This one that even wants to end it now does not exist actually. Right now, only you are here. As what? As your being, as being itself. The one that wants to end it or wants something at anything at all is just an idea. See? So don't deny what is already present here. You are being. You cannot stop being. That is present here. And don't give reality to that one which does not exist. We've been saying, isn't it, last few days, that the trouble seems to be that we give too much reality to that which never exists, can never exist, and we are in denial of what that which is already here. If you were to just switch that, just to see what is already here, and to deny that which never existed, then this is game over. Shankar says, Father, it seems that all the contents of this life are a mere distraction from that which never changes its view. But with your guidance, even these distractions point back to the changeless view. Very beautiful. Yes. Yes. So when you have clarity about what you are, it's your living experience, then moment to moment, all that is appearing, you're not finding it even distracting. Then you say, is it just a matter of getting used to this changeless view and take it for who we are, nothing else? Yes, yes. But just let's explore this word take it, because if take it means just to believe this to be what I am, then no, it's not like that. Take it. It is just to see that this is all that I am. And this no thing is completely full. It's not this world's idea of nothing. See? To see that I am that no thing from which even this sense I am is born. Very good, very good. I missed a question. Petra says, Father, what is mind? It's just a bundle of these energetic constructs called thoughts and similar energies called memories, imagination, all this family basically is called the mind. Maria says, Father, is it normal that it is normal than when I felt okay, I'm having trouble reading. Father, is it normal when I feel this attraction for love and peace still comes so strong? The sensation to be rejected and to be apart. Yes, it's very natural and it's happened for many who are in satsang today that initially there can be this sense of great acceptance and love and peace, especially with the sangha, it can feel very much. And then, with or without a trigger, suddenly something can feel, oh, I'm being rejected here, I'm not really part of the family or something. And it's coming up to be burnt, so allow it to come. Allow it to come. And this is very natural, very normal for things like this to happen. Also, today I want to say one thing, which is that having the sangha is a beautiful, nice to have. You know? Don't presume that it is a must have, because also there's great possibility for distraction, there's great possibility for a lot of confusion can come, and you must keep checking within your heart whether having a sangha is encouraging, is helpful for us to be a part of, or just it's between the Sadguru and yourself. Don't feel that you have to fit into the sangha to come to satsang. That's why I said it's a beautiful, nice to have, but don't presume that you must be accepted by the sangha in some way to be able to come to satsang. For me, actually, what is beautiful, what is most joyful is for you to come to the truth, to your discovery of who you are. And for that, if we have to even drop any idea of Sangha, we can drop. Govil says, my friend has this doubt. You say that the imaginary person is in the thoughts, but I feel the seeming person is more in emotions than thoughts. And this emotional person is seeker and feeling bound. No emotion is ever trouble unless you believe a thought about it. And play with this, experiment and see. You might find very strong emotions are there. Even body is feeling very uncomfortable because of it. But unless you believe a thought about it, you have not invented the person still. Otherwise, what will happen is the mind is trying to convince you, no, no, it is not me. It is this emotion thing, you see. And then you say, I have to be free from these emotions, and then I will be free. But there is nobody who is free from emotion. It's just a misconception that those who are free now have no feelings left. So like this, your friend can experiment with this and see when anger comes, fear comes. Without believing a thought, is there a person? There are sensations, and they can seem like strong sensations. But what is it? You will find that in the infinite space that is you, all this fluctuation, sensation, all of this can happen, but you don't run out of the space. You don't resist even the strongest sensation. They are allowed to flow. You see. And Lucia said just a minute ago, she said no, that it can seem like so many strong emotions coming, but that which I am remains completely still through all of this. Petra says, is it right to say that the mind is a dream factory? Dream factory? Let's explore that term a little bit. It is the interpretation factory more than the dream factory. Because consciousness itself is the projector of the dream. When I am, as soon as I am, the world is. As soon as I am, the dream is. The mind is more of the interpretation factory, something that tries to pull you into the future or the past. That is what the mind is. As long as we are not interpreting, we are not believing our interpretation, there is no person. This is no mind. It is not that the projection stops. In the no mind state, it is not that the projection stops, but there is no belief in the interpretation. Claire says, in the contemplation of I and am, only I is. Only I is, but it has no sense of amness. It just is. Beautiful contemplation. Mary says, Father, there is a seeming battle, especially since surgery, so much more pain, going from complete bliss in the seeing that I am nothing to total panic. All my love and blessings to you, my dear. May this pain get easier and easier to handle as you go along. Until then, may you use this as an opportunity to see whether there is the sufferer of this pain. So the pain is there, and the mind will try to convince us more and more that there is a you which is, there is a me which is suffering from this pain. So may grace give you the strength to inquire into this and see if there truly is a sufferer of this pain or not. Atma says, Am comes and goes, I still is. Am comes and goes, I still is. He says, Thank you, Father. Yes, the pain is such a gift for the inquiry. Yes. Atma says, I is always and am is not in sleep.
Father, can I say something?
Yes, my dear, of course you can. Is there an echo?
No?
Okay.
Hello, hello. No, no, echo.
thought there just came such an urge up here to come up and just to lay everything at your feet, what is here, and just everything, I just want to lay it at your feet, and that's about all I wanted to say.
Very beautiful. Very, very beautiful.
Thank you so much, so much.
Vision of surrender is enough to say, no? Nothing more actually needed. Whatever is here, I don't even know what it is. It's all your problem now.
Can I say something, Father?
Please come.
Hello, Father. Namaste.
Yes.
Um, I was having the same feeling about surrendering, and I wanted to say that sometimes the thoughts and the identification with the body and all that, it's like it's easier to step back from that and surrender that. But sometimes it feels like there's still somebody surrendering something, and there's a point where I feel that there is something that I cannot surrender. It's impossible for me to surrender something subtle. I don't know if it is the interest in this, in the person, or I feel that there's something that I cannot really do it. It's like, so the feeling was coming that please help me to surrender what I cannot surrender. That subtlest link with this illusion, I don't know what it is, but this feels like it's impossible to surrender to, like a doing. It's not something I can really do. So the prayer that came into my heart is, please help me to surrender this at your feet. So.
Very beautiful, my dear. Very beautiful. Please help me surrender, because even surrender I cannot do.
Yeah.
All concepts, including the concept of surrender, can be handed over without trouble. We start with concepts.
Yeah.
All the concepts that I have about myself, about my life, about my relationships, all the concepts. Then we say, even the surrenderer, which means there's this sense of me, just all my ideas about me, I hand it over to you. But what happens sometimes is that there's something that still waits and checks on the progress. So how am I doing after I surrender? You see? So that one also. That one also. Not this. Not this. Once you give up that me, then don't take it back no matter what. And if it is taken back momentarily, then hand it over. As soon as it is seen that, oh, I took it back, this was actually my father's, but I took it back, then you hand it over again. Because many times in Satsang it is seen that we say that I surrender the surrenderer. I surrender all concepts about the me. The next day we take it back. Next day we take it back. So they say, but what are you doing there? You're supposed to be here. So this one, how does this get taken back? Because somewhere it says that I'm still relevant, I'm still meaningful for this life. I'm still here to help you or serve you. I'm just tracking your progress. It can be something as simple as that. I'm just tracking where you are. Are you free yet or not? It can come subtly like this. So more and more as we go through this surrender, it seems like over and over, till one day you see that there is no surrenderer here. everything has always been through the will of the Sadguru himself. If there is this true dissolution of the surrenderer, then we can playfully, childlike, in a childlike way, just surrender to Sadguru, surrender to God, surrender to the Guru. Anything. This is the way of the Bhakta, you see. So you surrender and you throw away the thermometer. And this voice will come. So, did it happen? Did I surrender? Even this, let it be my problem. Just say it's all my father's problem. I don't know anything about anything. Anything that comes, you say move along to father. It's all father's problem. This is the simple way of the bhakta. So initially it can be, please move along. It's all father's problem. You're talking to the wrong guy. It can be like this. Then it will emerge that only father is here. Only father himself is here. And none of these thoughts, none of these concepts mean anything at all. And the mind will want to rush. See, yes, yes, there, that's where. So no rush in this. It's all my problem, isn't it? So now no rush, nothing. Just everything that comes, all father's problem, something you take to be your problem. Then when you realize, oh, I took it to be my problem, let me give it to father, like this. Just like this, in this playful, innocent, childlike way. Pure grace will flow.
Thank you, Father.
Yeah, thank
Okay. And I see this innocent in my daughter,
Yes,
my
yes.
daughter, because she's not concerned about anything, and all worries are what I don't know what she will eat. Everything is
Yes,
to
exactly.
is on us, on our father. So in a way, it's a representation of.
Very beautiful example. Someone comes and rings your door, your daughter answers. She says, wait, I call father. When a thought comes and says, I must do this. Wait. It's so beautiful.
Thank you, Father. I love you very much.
I love you too very much, my dear. Tripti says surrendering seems to be effort. If there is no touching of this effort, there is only I, God. Yes. All different. Every one of you is coming to the truths of this in your own ways. Whatever seems most natural, just go with that flow. It is very beautiful. Claire said, dearest Ananta, I lay all sense of amness left here at your beloved feet. Let there be only ever you here. Thank you, my dear. Okay, there's this question from Gurmeet. Can you read it out?
Which one is it?
Amaya's question?
अंत में सत्संग अपनी फैमिली को बिना बताए अटेंड करना पड़ता है हर एक बार वो सब तो मैं क्या करूँ? She's saying I have to hide it from my family that I'm attending satsang.
Oh,
So what should I do?
sometimes in life you have to play these games. It can be like this, sometimes it can be something else, sometimes it can be that, sometimes it can be we don't have money for internet connection. Also, it has been like this. So different, this thing can be there as long as you have me in your heart, you have the Sadguru in your heart. All this will take care of itself, and you will yourself laugh as to how all of this happened. There's no rushing, no rushing. Let life unfold in its own beautiful way. It is only the mind that comes and says, I want like this, like this. Let grace work it out. It is working it out. Let it all be my problem now. And Claire says, there only ever is you here. Thank you for all your words that help us always return back to only you. Only ever God, Sadguru, His holy presence that is here. Priya says she's just able to pop in for a few minutes. I'm happy you came, my dear. So do I have to send you a written letter with signature to get you to post all your videos on the group? Or? I like also this aspect of. It's very sweet the humility that still can remain, isn't it? It flows so beautifully. Like it still actually amazes me whenever I feel that, oh, look at the courage of this one to be able to say, put some quote and then end it with, that tilde and then put your name after that. I look at it and say, look at the courage of this one. Because till today, I've not had that courage to be able to say this and say it is a quote by me. So I understand that this sheepishness to go and post in the Sangha of being, what beauty is emerging in those videos. I understand it, but now that's why I'm forcing you. Petra says, Father, let all be your problem. What's the point of having a father if something is still your problem? I like this example very much that Mariano gave. Okay, let's have a song. Someone said they wanted to sing. Who is it? Petra has said, no? You ready to sing? Takes a while to get to YouTube. And he's just smiling. Is that a yes? Okay, we start with one. Couple is getting ready.
No, I'm getting ready to follow.
Something came to you?
We can sing the song that we sang earlier today.
Yes, yes.
I don't know whether no, I Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. I'm trying to remember. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama, Hare, Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare, Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare.
If life is just for this, then I'm happy to play forever, like to sing praise of God. I never want to dance.
No, Petra is here to sing. Ready with the song?
I don't know what to sing. What can I sing?
The easiest always is Jai Jai Shiv Shambhu. I don't know one who doesn't know that one. You don't know that one? She's looking at me. Is there any bhajan that you do know?
I know the one we just sang, and and I know Sitaram, I think.
Ah, very good. Let's sing Sitaram.
Sitaram, Jai Jai Ram, 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 Sitaram, Jai Jai Ram.
Jai Jai Sitaram. Jai Jai
Ram,
Sitaram. Jai
Jai
Sitaram. Jai Ram. Sitaram.
Jai Jai Ram,
Sitaram. Jai Jai Ram. Sitaram. Jai Jai Ram. Sitaram.
Sitaram,
Ram.
Jai Jai Ram,
Jai Jai Sitaram.
Sitaram, Jai Jai Ram,
Jai Jai
Sitaram,
Jai Jai Ram.
Sitaram,
Sitaram. Jai Jai
Jai Jai Ram,
Sitaram. Jai Jai Ram. Sitaram. Jai Jai Ram. Sitaram. Jai Jai Ram. Sitaram. Jai Jai Ram. Sitaram. Jai Jai
Ananta TK, yay, Ananta
Jai Jai Ram. Sitaram.
Sitaram, Jai Jai Ram,
Jai Jai Sitaram.
Sitaram, Jai Jai Ram,
Jai Jai
Sitaram,
Jai Jai Ram. Sitaram. Jai Jai Ram. Sitaram. Jai Jai Ram. Sitaram. Jai
Jai Jai Ram,
Sitaram. Jai Jai Ram. Sitaram. Jai Jai Ram.
Oh.
Let's everybody can unmute. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. Yay, Ananta. Hi.
One, two, three.
Ram, Jai Jai Never stops. Wow.
One, two, three. Jai 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 Shiv Shambho.
Oh, child. Jaya Jaya Shiva 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 Shambho. Jaya Jaya Shiva Shambho. Om Ananta, Om Ananta Ji. Om Ananta, Om Ananta Ji. Om Ananta, how can we all thank thee? Om Ananta, Om Ananta Ji. Om Sangha, Om Sangha Ji. Oh, thank you.
Okay. They say about Shiva actually. All the other expressions of consciousness in Hinduism, all the other expressions of consciousness, they're always surrounded by the reverential, loving, respectful ones. And Shiva is surrounded by the crazies. Which is like the noise of when we were all singing together, Jai Jai Shiv Shambho. That this is what it is said that when Shiva went for his marriage, he went with all the noise and they made so much noise that actually the bride's family got scared that who are we? The story is the way they're represented like that. Is that the bride's family got scared that who are we giving our daughter to? So when you're all singing together, Jai Jai Shiv Shambho, you can't make out who's singing what. It's just so much noise, so much noise, so much noise. And then it is the silence, which is Shiva itself is the pure silence. This pure silence remains untouched. Through all the cacophony of experiences and appearances, that which you are remains untouched through all of this.
Thank God.
Okay, let's play the invocations now.
Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Gurur Sakshat Para Brahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Dhyanamulam Gurur Murti, Pujamulam Gurur Padam, Mantramulam Gurur Vakyam, Mokshamulam Gurur Kripa. Mokshamulam Mujiji Kripa. Mokshamulam Ananta Ji Kripa. Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu, Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu, Sarve Bhavantu Sakina, Sarve Santu Niramya, Sarve Patrani Pashantu, Makaschit Dukabak Bhavet. Asato Masat Kamiya, Tamaso Ma Jyotir Gamiya, Mrichur Ma Amritam Gamiya. Om Purnamida Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Brahma Paramastu. Om Shri Satguru Bhagavan Ki Jai. Om Shri Satguru Mujiji Ki Jai.
Thank you all so very much for being in Satsang today. Sadguru Shri Mujiji ki Jai.
Sakru Shri Ananta Ji ki Jai.
Jai.
Mujiji K.
Jai.
Thank you.
Jai.
Thank you, Doctor. Bye. Have a nice day, everybody. Bye.
Thank you, Jayesh, for moderating today. Thank you so much. You can turn the
Yes,
podcast off now.
thank you for your patience with me, Judge. Thank you, everybody, for your patience with me. I'm doing the best I can. Thank